Did you know that Africa possessed the world's richest person ever, centuries before Bill Gates or Elon Musk? The history books you read probably left out a few critical details. We're diving deep into the untold stories of Africa, revealing the powerful empires, groundbreaking innovations, and forgotten legacies deliberately excluded from your education. Get ready to unlearn what you thought you knew. Let's start with a place that stands as a testament to architectural genius, a city built without mortar, a civilization that thrived for centuries, Great Zimbabwe. From the 11th to the 15th centuries, this massive stone city in modern-day Zimbabwe was a bustling hub of Bantu-speaking Shona people. Its scale is breathtaking, covering over 7 square kilometers. The Great Enclosure, with its walls reaching 11 meters high and 5 meters thick, stands as a marvel of engineering. At its peak, Great Zimbabwe housed an estimated 18,000 people, a thriving metropolis trading gold with Asia through the Swahili coast. Its decline, around 1450 CE, stemmed from overgrazing and shifting trade routes, but its legacy remains etched in stone. Next, let's talk about wealth. We're not talking millions or even billions. We're talking hundreds of billions. Meet Mansa Musa, the ruler of the Mali Empire from 1312 to 1337. By some estimates, his net worth adjusted for today hovers between 400 and 600 billion. His pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 is legendary. Imagine a caravan of 60,000 people, 12,000 slaves, and 100 camels, each laden with 300 pounds of gold. Mansa Musa's generosity was so immense that it single-handedly crashed the gold market in Cairo, having its price for a staggering 12 years. But Mansa Musa's legacy extends far beyond his wealth. He invested heavily in education and culture, transforming Timbuktu into a leading center of learning. He founded the Sankore University around 1327, which became renowned for its vast library, housing an estimated 700,000 manuscripts. Speaking of Timbuktu, let's delve deeper into its golden age of scholarship, which flourished from the 12th to the 16th centuries. The Sankore Madrasa attracted scholars from across the Muslim world, boasting a student population of 25,000. The library held a treasure trove of knowledge, encompassing subjects ranging from mathematics and astronomy to medicine and law. One notable figure was Ahmed Baba, a 16th-century scholar who authored over 40 books. In 1591, during the Moroccan invasion, he was deported to Morocco along with 1,600 other scholars, a devastating blow to Timbuktu's intellectual life. Moving eastward, let's explore the kingdom of Aksum, a powerful Ethiopian empire that thrived from 100 to 940 CE. Aksum was a sophisticated civilization that even minted its own gold coins, some dating back to the 3rd century and bearing the name of King Endubis. In 330 CE, under King Ezana, Aksum converted to Christianity, becoming one of the earliest Christian kingdoms in the world. The Aksumites were also skilled engineers, constructing towering obelisks, such as the 24-meter obelisk of Aksum, a testament to their architectural prowess. They engaged in extensive trade with Rome and India, exporting ivory and gold. Now, let's journey to West Africa and examine a document that predates the Magna Carta, the Mandan Charter. Created between 1222 and 1236 by Sundiata Keita, the founder of the Mali Empire, the Mandan Charter is considered one of the world's first written constitutions. Comprising 44 articles inscribed on wood or goatskin, it guaranteed human rights, banned the abuse of women and children, and promoted environmental protection. In 2009, UNESCO recognized its significance by adding it to the memory of the World Register. Let's shift gears and discuss a pivotal figure in the fight against slavery, David Walker. In 1829, this free black American published his Appeal, a powerful pamphlet urging enslaved Africans to revolt. Walker drew upon their African heritage to inspire resistance. Secretly printed and distributed throughout the United States, Walker's Appeal ignited fear among slaveholders and influenced Nat Turner's rebellion in 1831. The rebellion resulted in the deaths of dozens of white people and the execution of hundreds of black people, highlighting the volatile and dangerous nature of the fight for freedom. But the story of Africa is not just about empires and documents. It's also about innovation. Did you know that Africans were pioneers in ironworking, centuries before Europeans? The Nok culture in Nigeria smelted iron as early as 500 BC, 1,000 years before similar advancements in Europe. This technology was even exported to Carthage by 100 BC. Terracotta sculptures from the Nok culture provide evidence of their mastery of metallurgy. The Igbo people of Nigeria developed a unique form of democratic governance as early as the 9th century CE. Their acephalous system lacked a central leader, with village assemblies and age-grade systems making decisions. This predates the development of parliamentary systems in Europe. Oloda Equiano, in his 1789 autobiography, described this system. Timbuktu wasn't just a center for religious studies. Its scholars were also skilled mathematicians. 16th century texts, like those by Muhammad ibn Muhammad al-Kashi, detail advanced concepts in algebra and trigonometry. One 1594 manuscript even solves quadratic equations using geometric proofs, demonstrating a level of mathematical sophistication equivalent to that of the European Renaissance. Along the Swahili coast, cities like Kilwa Kisiwani in Tanzania served as hubs for trade and astronomy. From the 11th to the 15th centuries, observatories tracked the monsoons, aiding navigation. Stone tools for celestial navigation enabled trade with distant lands, including China, as evidenced by Zheng fleet visiting in 1418. The transatlantic slave trade inflicted immense cultural damage. Over 12.5 million Africans were enslaved between 1526 and 1867. The capture of 90% of Igbo language speakers between 1700 and 1850 led to the loss of oral epics, such as those of the Efik Ep Society. Africa's pre-colonial innovations, such as iron technology dating back to 2000 BC in Rwanda, fueled the Bantu expansion across sub-Saharan Africa, laying the foundation for modern demographics. The Mali Empire controlled 50% of the world's gold supply in the 14th century, funding universities that preserved Greek and Arabic texts. Ibn Battuta, who visited in 1352, marveled at its blinding splendor. Colonial education played a significant role in erasing African history. The 1884 Berlin Conference formalized the scramble for Africa, and British and French curricula promoted a civilizing mission, omitting achievements such as Aksum's coinage and the Mandan Charter. A 1960 UNESCO survey revealed that 80% of African students were ignorant of their pre-colonial history. Despite these challenges, resistance persisted. Walker's Appeal was smuggled to 7 U.S. states, sparking literacy bans on free black people. The Mandan Charter influenced 20th-century African constitutions, such as that of Guinea in 1958. Today, Timbuktu is undergoing a revival. Since the 2013 Mali conflict, over 300,000 manuscripts have been digitized by Savima DCI, informing curricula in 10 West African countries. Nigeria's Ojikuta Steel Complex, revived in 2023, builds upon Nok iron technology. Zimbabwe's gold exports trace back to Great Zimbabwe trade routes. The return of the Benin bronzes highlights the issue of looting, and South Africa's school reforms mandate increased African history content, drawing inspiration from the Mandan Charter. Mansa Musa's legacy lives on in hip-hop, and the African Union's Agenda 2063 promotes African solutions echoing Igbo assemblies. Controversies persist surrounding Egyptian African identity. Some scholars have attempted to deny ancient Egypt's African roots, despite DNA evidence confirming sub-Saharan maternal lineage in mummies. Claims of Moorish identity by some U.S. groups are also controversial. The looting of Timbuktu's manuscripts during the Moroccan invasion was downplayed by French colonial archives. The role of African kingdoms in the transatlantic slave trade remains a sensitive topic. The UNESCO General History of Africa faced pushback and boycotts due to claims of Afrocentric bias. The narrative of Africa is complex and multifaceted. It's time to challenge the incomplete stories we've been told and embrace the full richness of African history. What other historical events or important figures do you think should be taught more in schools?